it is full scale Friday. Friday at last. Weekend is here. You know what? I don't know about you, but I'm always excited for a weekend, right? Mainly because I've had weekends off quite a bit lately. Alright, so I'm just laying cards out. We can talk while we do that. Remember, heathensoullore.net. It's one of the, I think it's the first link that you'll see. Buy the full color hardcover. I give you readings for a year from date of purchase, so long as you can show me some kind of receipt for it. It doesn't have to have your payment information or anything like that. Black and white hardcover will get you 5 readings and a birthday reading. The soft cover or ebook will get you 4 readings and a birthday reading. If you send me something off the Amazon wish list, I give you 2 readings and a birthday reading. And if you just be a subscriber, bring a friend, have them subscribe and name you as the reason they're there, sort of that little referral thing, then I give each one of you a private reading. Any question you wish to ask, I will work with you and we'll get that rolling. So I do have a private reading to do this weekend. Really excited about that one. This one's for a friend who has received a promotion, and I'm super excited for that friend. So let us start talking about this weekend. What can we expect? That's a good question, and that's why I have pulled out Rider-Waite Tarot. I know, Rider-Waite again. Well, this is just the, standard, old standby, but old reliable Rider-Waite deck. I've pulled out the Crystal Spirits Oracle. I've pulled out the Viking Oracle, Spirit Animal Oracle, and Runes of the Gods. So we are going all out for this one. And I'm going to try to get this knocked out as quickly as possible because I am running a little bit behind. By the way, there is a new link in the description below. That is a link to the 4 videos that I have put on the Tribe of the Greyhorn Pagans Odyssey channel, where I talk about tarot. I give sort of a pseudo TED Talk, if you will. That's going to be the thing. It's more informational than anything. And of course I do a few sample readings here and there, just to kind of show you what that looks like and why. In any case, let's get down to it. Starting with you this weekend. You are Well of Weird. I love this card. Do you want to know why I love this card? Because it tells you something. Magic is a real force in the universe, just like you are a real force in your life. So, this is you in a position, positive power and change, ready to rock, ready to roll. I don't see anything so far that's stopping you. So far, this is the best first signpost that we could probably get. The next, we have Hell. Now this one, in this context, I'm not seeing anything terrible. Naturally, some things are dying off. We are in a sort of a new moon phase, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check and I'll see. Now's a great time to let the past go. Ooh, what we got? Oh, dang, I was actually going to get those links up. Looks like Stein already did it for me. Thank you, Stein. You wonderful, wonderful son of a bitch, you. Alright. We are in a waxing crescent. We are in the sort of like the downward trend to this. It'll be overhead around my area at 1:53 p.m. It'll be underfoot at 1:30 a.m. So we'll see that last little sliver of the moon before we slip into a new moon, and that is why Hale has come up to let us know it's time to take a little rest, because her domain is a place of rest. And you know what? Last night when I was doing these sample readings, I noticed someone out there is really being a workaholic right now. And the Four of Swords did come up. So it is time to take that little bit of a breather. Try not to work so hard. Play a little. We're going to go into the spirit animal and see. Yeah. Let it shine. Get relaxed. You know. The only thing you should be putting out right now is the light that you shine. When you are happiest about something, when you're passionate about something, it's one thing to be passionate, but it is another thing to be completely so gung-ho that you burn yourself out. Let's avoid burnout this weekend. We've got, in the mental, we've got an Ace of Pentacles, so brand new opportunities here. We've got the Hermit. We do need some meditative time. It's a great thing that that card came up in the mental row here, because having that meditative quiet time, having that moment to yourself, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't have to be any more than about maybe 5 minutes. You could do this soaking in the tub. You could do it in the shower. Just have that little bit of contemplative time. And we have the moon. Now, starting with this is brand new opportunity. You're thinking about something very tangible. And this is something that, you know, obviously you desire, something you really want. That's okay. And it's a good thing to strive for. Just remember, look inward a little bit. You know, like I said, you can do it in the bathtub if you're doing a soak. I will probably be doing one of those tonight, not going to lie. I've been sore pretty much all week. And then it's going to be, there's a lot of uncertainty here. It's going to be kind of a dark time, kind of a scary time, but it's okay. This is sort of, we notice things get a little darker as the cards go. That's okay. It's okay to be uncertain. This is part of an adventure for you, and you're kind of gearing up toward that. So try not to worry too much. We've got a 10 of Cups here. This is some serious emotional abundance. This is happiness. It's ready to go. That rainbow is shining, ain't it? And we also have a Page of Cups. I'm not going to lie, the page cards are a little tricky to me, but again, we're looking at very youthful energy, very youthful emotions. We're kind of feeling like a kid again. But I know that this particular card, it's not the Ace of Cups, this is a page. And so I do want to look at it. Here we go. Okay. So this is someone with whom you're going to be connected. So this will be someone, it also does, in fact, signify meditation, because this rather foppish young page here, he's studious and of studious and intentional aspect, but he's contemplating a fish rising from his cup to look at him. Now, you may be impelled to render service. I would say this is more meditation because of where it is with this Hermit. Lining up like this. You know, here we've got this Ace of Pentacles and this 10 of Cups lining up. Over here we have the Hermit and the Page of Cups. It is time to get a little meditative, even in the physical, because studies have shown that those who meditate for an average of 23 minutes a day, which if you think about it is not much, their brains take on a much different density. They also shape a little differently. Over here we have the Page of Swords. A lot of pages popping up today, right? It's kind of strange how the pages are just coming out. And I'm not going to lie, the pages tend to trip me up. That's why I kind of look it up sometimes. But this particular figure here, He's very observant. This one notices details, primarily. He's ready for action. However, this is also someone you know. They're ready for action, but they're ready to point out some details to you. Be ready, be open to those details, because this one is ready to deliver some kind of lesson. This one will fill in the details, and these two could be the same person. Let's go to the Spirit. We have a Two of Wands, we have a King of Cups, and we have a Queen of Swords. So, you're looking at things from a much bigger perspective, and there's a choice to be made here. The choice that you have to make in the spiritual sense is going to take a much longer term approach. So this is like think of this like a spiritual investment. So you're about to make that choice. The choice is going to have to carry you very, very far. This is not going to be very immediate, an immediate result. It's going to take a little while. So be sure that whatever you choose has that long-term result, but also be ready to have some patience with it, because it will end up taking you much farther than you could have imagined. Now, King of Cups here, this is a very fair person, and they're kind of about business and law and that sort of thing, or also divinity. Now, they're responsible and they're disposed to oblige to you, but those who profess science, law, art, and creative intelligence, that's going to be the kind of person that this King of Cups is, because they have a sort of mastery over their emotions. They don't tend to get over emotional. And then this Queen of Swords, well, we've said it before, I'll say it again, she likes to cut through 9 layers of your bullshit. So best to and if you look, I've noticed something. The pages are tending to look toward this card. They're both looking in that direction, toward that 10 of Cups. But these two, this King and Queen, are looking away from this choice. So, this is time to be honest with yourself. This is time to be honest about what it is you're thinking about any given situation. And this is also time to really have control over your emotions. Don't let them get the better of you, because it will affect the choice that you make, and you could end up making the wrong choice altogether. Alright, so I'm going to let you know something. The Crystal Spirits Oracle cards, they're wonderful. I love them, but they just have a crystal and a name on them, and I'm trying to deepen my relationship with them. So I'm going to go ahead and get right to them. I probably will need the book. First thing, clear quartz. Clear quartz is a great stone. Let me tell you why. Because number one, you can get it almost anywhere. And number two, it tends to take on its own charge. It tends to, it will actually cleanse you. And as long as you take care of it, it will take care of you. We will also find ourselves with rose quartz. Rose quartz has kind of that pink color to it, but still, it's quartz. We also have moldavite. Holy smokes. Finally got moldavite. I can tell you this, moldavite appearing in your spiritual row is very telling. Because right now, working with your intuition is going to be everything. Let me go to the book real quick. I do need to look these up. Like I said, I am attempting to deepen my relationship with these cards, because I do love them. They're beautiful cards, as you've seen. Here we go. So, with clear quartz, we're looking at amplification, magnification, expansion, and growth. Now, when this appears, it's time to focus on growth and expansion. Whatever you appreciate, love, abundance, or anything else, will grow simply by your observing it and feeling gratitude for it. Are you paying attention to all that is good in life? Clear quartz spirit brings the message that you will amplify whatever you focus on, so focus well. Be mindful of what receives the bulk of your notice. Find what is healing and nurturing, what fosters your well-being. Express gratitude for the bounty that is yours, and it will expand. Whatever makes you feel happy and alive, start doing more of it. That's what you need to focus on this weekend. This is your mental focus. So, you really need to watch what it is you're thinking about. Don't think about the crap. Look, do me a favor. Turn CNN the fuck off. Turn mainstream news the fuck off. Their services are not needed. You need to focus more on what you love. I know things are scary, but guess what? You can't directly affect it, but you can affect your own life. Focus, people, focus. Get on what you love. Let's have a look at rose quartz, shall we? I think we should. I love rose quartz. I think it's a beautiful stone. Rhodonite. Here we go. So, right there in the physical realm. Now, what rose quartz essentially means is that you need self-love, self-worth, being enough, and worthiness. When this appears, you are called to pay attention to one of the most wonderful creations in the conscious universe that has ever brought into being, you. Have you forgotten how beautiful you are? You have so many strengths and a unique set of qualities that will be like magical superpowers as you walk a healing path. Rose quartz spirit has come to remind you of your soul's worth. Many, many people will benefit simply from knowing you and being in your presence, drinking in the love that radiates from your heart. Trust that the conscious universe is always there to fill you up with the power of love whenever you need it, and remind you that you are worthy of all that you seek, for you are an exquisite expression of divinity. What a powerful and one-of-a-kind source of healing and love you are. Guess what? I've been saying that from the beginning, have I not? Haven't I always said that you are very powerful, that you can affect change, and we're pointing from rose quartz right here. This is what your current situation is, and you have these two that are willing to back you up, and all of that pointing right at the well of weird. All of this pointing right at the well of weird. Taking a little bit of a rest, letting yourself shine, letting yourself open up. And then Moldavite, holy crap, Moldavite's a great stone. I know I wear it daily. I do not go without it. Sometimes, like if I'm like when I'm going to bed, I'll take it off, but that's only because I don't want to mess it up. Anyway, are you ready for Moldavite? I must say this: if you choose to run out to the gem shops or whatever this weekend and pick up just like a little bit of each, I'm going to let you know Moldavite, real Moldavite's expensive, and Moldavite is going to make you feel like it's kicking you open from inside and it's reshaping you. I should know, okay? It's doing that to me on the daily. I don't experience the Moldavite flush as much anymore. I still do though. Alright, so transformation, rebirth through fire, initiation, opening to new experiences, revitalization, and renewal. New doors open and you cross the threshold. It can be exhilarating to know that you are stepping out of the old and into a new self, ready for the unexpected gifts that come with this initiation. Moldavite Spirit's message to you, message is to know that as you walk through an open door, you are being reborn in a sense, for you will be different once you have made a conscious choice to say goodbye to what was. We're pointing right at hell over here. The old is dying off. It's over. It's done. Let it go. Rebirth always involves tension and struggle. Crystals can only form if there's plenty of pressure to change. If you are frustrated or uncomfortable, know that relief is on the way, so just focus on what is happening as a better tomorrow begins to reveal itself. Your passage into the new is assured, so be present, be open, be ready for healing to take place. This new experience requires a new you, in a sense, a you that recognizes that you belong here, that you can truly let go of the old. You are so loved, the conscious universe is so proud of you. I think that about sums that up very nicely. Finally, for the runes, we have Wunyo. There we go, victory right there. We have Yera, success, earned prosperity. It's great. But we also have Thurasaz. Now it's pointing, we're looking at this. The spiritual seems to have a little bit of a conflict. It's presenting its own challenges. But that's why we're being meditative. That's why we're trying to get control of our emotions right now. It's why we're navigating through this dark, kind of a dark and uncertain time. This is not a time to be worried. This is not a time to be frustrated. This is not a time to be, on edge going, ah! This is a time to realize that you actually have more than what you know, to take stock of that, to really celebrate it, to look forward to that new thing, that new opportunity, and realize that this challenge is not as bad as it seems. Listen, what have I always said? Prettiest flower has to push through a lot of dirt to get there, right? It just doesn't pop out, it doesn't just go, here I am. I'm okay. No. It has to be a seed. It has to get packed under dirt and sometimes shit and a host of other things you and I would dread to be buried under. And then it cracks itself open. It reaches down, it starts taking root and all that, and then it begins to sprout, then bud, then it blooms. And when it comes into bloom, and we are on our way to spring, ladies and gentlemen, we should be feeling at least somewhat renewed. A lot of us are very weary of the winter. I should know. I was ready for it. Now I'm like, okay, I'm good. I would kind of like some weather where I don't have to get bundled up. Thank you very much. But we are about to come into that time. So right now it's time for us to kind of take that route. Get back to that. Get back to what you love. Let it take hold of you. Go a little inward and kind of look at some things. Take care of what you can and watch. This little conflict will be over before you know it. You're going through a period of transformation. That's all. We look at caterpillars and think, "Jeez, how ugly! Those things are hideous." And then they go into a cocoon for a while, and when they come out, they are some of the most beautiful butterflies out there. Some of us are just late bloomers, but it's time to believe in your own magic, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to trust it. Because the magic you work isn't going to be waving a wand and watching all these, sparkly things happening and, reality warping and you going through portals and whatnot. Those things will happen, but only to you. So this weekend, where I see your greatest challenge is going to be right here in the spiritual. You are undergoing a transformation, and it's fine. We all do it. This never stops. This development never stops until you're dead, and this development never stops. Mentally and physically, you are doing pretty well. Spiritually, it's time to really kind of look inward because you're needing it. That is where your magic is needed most this weekend. And it's important to focus on what you love. Let go of the past. It's not serving you anymore. What are those things in your past? What are they serving? Exactly. I would personally love to know. But it's none of my business. Anyway, just so I don't repeat myself into oblivion. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have the best of weekends. I can't wait to hear about it. Be sure to check out the tarot series that I'm doing over on the Greyhorn Pagans channel. Be sure to check out heathensoullord.net. Also, if you're interested, I am going to be running a tabletop role-playing game at some point. I've gotten a few people kind of interested. I'm directing them where to go. I've already started helping one person with character creation, just starting. They just picked, I believe, what did they pick? Yes, I have one person who picked an elf, and they are combo classing a magic user and fighter. So that elf is going to be a little badass, and I can't wait to see that character create, the character creation done, just so I can see the end result. It's going to be really cool. And if you're interested, drop a comment. We'll see what's going on. It will be basic fantasy role-playing game, so all you got to do is go to basicfantasy.org, grab the core rule book, which will end in R107.pdf. Grab that, grab an editable character sheet, grab yourself some dice from the local gaming store. Don't spend too much, please. There's also a if you need a link as to where to go to get a good load of dice for like $25, let me know. I'll drop that and I'll drop that link for you. And let's play a game. Yes, it's like old school Dungeons and Dragons, which I adore. So let's talk, let's play. Let's play at my coffee table. How about that? Can we do that? I think we can. Anyway. Love you all. Have a great weekend. Take care of yourselves and each other. Sorry. Always do what lights you up. And as always, my friends, this weekend, shine on.